Evening all. Good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. Good evening. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good, sir. And nice to see that today ma'am is presenting her thesis. That is very great. In fact, I was in a session of Preeti ma'am's session few minutes back, and I was listening to her. And now I'm just switching over to this session. Actually, I'm traveling right now, sir. So it might be because of the network. It might be got a disconnect in between, but I'll try to make it connect for the complete time.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sam.
Most welcome.
I request Hello everyone. Good evening to all of you, all respected educators. I welcome all of you to our platform Prithvi Abhyuday Association India Pi. And today's keynote speaker is Dr. Eman Adam. She is from Botany Department, Faculty of Science, Al-Azhar University, Egypt. So, without wasting time, I would like to invite Dr. Imane Alam ma'am to address our respected educators. So, Dr. Imane Alam ma'am, today's platform is yours. Over to you, ma'am. Dr. Imane Alam ma'am. Ma'am, you are on mute. Kindly unmute yourself. Yes, thank you. Welcome.
Hello. Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Uh, First of all, I wanted to thank PAAI India for all respected efforts. I wanted to thank all colleagues inside our family. I wanted to thank and deliver my deepest thanks from my heart to my colleague and my respected brother Harshwardhan Sir for his efforts for supporting us by organizing such great events. Now I reached my home, alhamdulillah, so I can share from my laptop. Please give me few minutes to adjust the internet because already I think it will be better to share screen from the laptop better than mobile. I'll be ready within few minutes. Okay. But during these minutes, allow me, please, to introduce myself and to introduce for the meeting of today. Today, we will discuss. I think there is a voice, Harshvardhan sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 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 Today we will discuss together alphabets of scientific writing, basics of scientific writings of paper. Dr. Kumar.
Alok sir, kindly mute yourself.
Okay. So today we will discuss together some important issues related to simplification of scientific writing. So ready within less than 2 minutes. I'll do share screen. But basically, we have scientific paper, scientific writing, and we have writing in science, and there is a difference between them. And also we need to highlight each part included in the paper, starting from title and authors, affiliations, and so on, reached to the end of references. So within 1 minute, I'll be ready to share screen because already I shared the link because I need to enter. So please accept me via another account. So I'll be ready within only 1 minute. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. You can take your time. So today, मीनाक्षी मैम एक बार ग्रुप में आप इसको रीशेयर कर दीजिएगा तब तक। मीनाक्षी मैम, am I audible to you? Okay, great. तब तक मैं एक अनाउंस करना चाहूंगा कि नेक्स्ट जो हमारा वेबिनार, उसको वेबिनार हम लोग नहीं कहते हैं, हमारा पाई की जो सांसद है, पाई की जो संसद है, वो हमारी बहुत जल्द होने वाली है। फर्स्ट पाई की संसद में हमारे एमिनेंट कीनोट स्पीकर्स पैनलिस्ट ने जो है ट्रेडिशनल एजुकेशन पॉलिसी सिस्टम और मॉडर्न एजुकेशन सिस्टम के ऊपर अपनी बातें रखी थी। और मैं मानता हूं कि बहुत सारी चीजें ऐसी निकल के आई थी जिन चीजों के बारे में हम लोग नहीं जानते थे। बहुत सारे एडुकेटर्स ने उससे बेनिफिट्स लिए। लेकिन अगला जो हमारा टॉपिक आने वाला है वो है, इज इट गुड फॉर अ टीचर टू बी अ फ्रेंड फॉर द स्टूडेंट, कि एक टीचर को एक स्टूडेंट का फ्रेंड बनना कितना सही है या गलत है। इस टॉपिक के ऊपर आप में से जो एज अ पैनलिस्ट अपनी बात रखना चाहते हैं वो प्लीज आफ्टर दिस वेबिनार दे कैन शेयर देयर नेम्स विद मी। You can send a message on WhatsApp or you can fill it in remarks after in the feedback link. Just waiting for ma'am. Okay, great. Dr. Iman Alam ma'am, now over to you. Ma'am, are you here?
Sir, I think she is still getting ready for the.
Okay. I think so. Thank you, sir. Just waiting for her.
Right, sir.
Iman Alam ma'am. Okay. जब तक डॉक्टर ईमान आलम मैम हमें ज्वाइन करते हैं तब तक मैं आप सबके साथ पाई एसोसिएशन क्या है और किस तरीके से वर्क करती है उसकी डिटेल्स आप लोगों के साथ शेयर करना चाहूंगा कि पाई एसोसिएशन पृथ्वी अभ्युदय एसोसिएशन इंडिया का एक शॉर्ट नेम है जिसको हम पाई के नेम से जानते हैं। और इस टाइम पे पाई एसोसिएशन मोर देन 14 कंट्रीज के अंदर पाई एसोसिएशन के मेंबर्स हैं जो हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, हमारे साथ वर्क कर रहे हैं। ये एसोसिएशन उन टीचर्स उन प्रिंसिपल्स और उन एडुकेटर्स को जॉब प्रोवाइड करती है जो इस कोरोना पैंडेमिक में जिनकी जॉब चली गई थी, जो जॉब लेस हो गए थे, जो टोटली हेल्पलेस, उन सभी एडुकेटर्स को ये एसोसिएशन विद इन 1 मंथ जॉब प्रोवाइड करती है। और अगर हम उनको विद इन 1 मंथ जॉब प्रोवाइड नहीं कर पाते हैं तो हम रीजंस फाइंड आउट करते हैं कि क्यों ऐसा हुआ कि उस एडुकेटर को, उस पार्टिकुलर रिस्पेक्टेड एडुकेटर को जॉब नहीं मिल पाई। उन सब रीजंस को फाइंड आउट करने के बाद अगर हमें लगता है कि कुछ कमियां रही हैं एसोसिएशन की तरफ से, तो हम उस रिस्पेक्टेड एडुकेटर को लगातार 3 महीने तक, नेक्स्ट 3 मंथ तक हम उनको 10,000 पर मंथ प्रोवाइड करते हैं ताकि वो रिस्पेक्टेड एडुकेटर अपने घर के खर्च चला सके। इसके अलावा जिन एडुकेटर्स को फिजिकल इश्यूज हैं, लाइक कोई ये हार्ट पेशेंट है, कोई किडनी पेशेंट है, कोई शुगर पेशेंट है, या और जो अलग अलग प्रकार की डिसीजेज हैं, अगर ऐसी वो है और उनकी फाइनेंशियल कंडीशन सही नहीं है, उस केस में ये एसोसिएशन उन रिस्पेक्टेड एडुकेटर्स को 1 लाख रुपीज से लेके 2 लाख रुपीज की हेल्थ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसीज प्रोवाइड करते हैं। और ये टोटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट है, किसी भी रिस्पेक्टेड एडुकेटर का कोई भी इसमें पैसा नहीं लगता है, सारा का सारा पैसा एसोसिएशन बेयर करती है,
That's
एसोसिएशन देती
great, sir. That's
है।
very great.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
That
इसके
is what
अलावा
I was trying to ask you some 2 days before. That what is our main motive? But I'm very sorry that I could not call you. But in future, I will try to talk to you, sir.
श्योर सर, श्योर, डेफिनेटली सर, यू कैन कॉल मी आफ्टर 10 AM।
Right, right, sir.
थैंक यू सर। और इसके अलावा अगर हम लेने के लिए, तो हमारे वेबिनार्स और हमारे जो फिजिकल इवेंट्स हैं वो हम लोग कंडक्ट करते रहते हैं। और इसके अलावा बहुत सारी चीजें, हम अवार्ड सेरेमनीज ऑर्गेनाइज करते हैं जो एक तरीके से लगभग फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट होती है। किसी भी उसमें हम एक बहुत ही मिनिमम जो चार्जेस होता है, 500 रुपीज का एक चार्ज जो है हम रिस्पेक्टेड एडुकेटर से जो है चार्ज करते हैं। बाकी सब कुछ हमारी एसोसिएशन की तरफ से टोटली फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट होता है, जिसमें सर्टिफाइड टीचर का कोर्स है, हम टीचर ट्रेनिंग प्रोग्राम से लेके आ रहे हैं, जिसमें वो रिस्पेक्टेड एडुकेटर वो ट्रेनिंग लेकर के अपने आप को एक सर्टिफाइड टीचर का डिप्लोमा या सर्टिफिकेट में कहूँ वो ले सकते हैं। यस
Sir, ma'am is ready. She has given one
यस
message.
यस सर, यस यस डॉक्टर ईमान आलम मैम, नाउ
Yes, I am here. I'm using
yes,
two devices,
okay.
so please accept me via them. Thank you very much. First of all, I wanted to say thank you again for giving me the chance to be with you in my second country, India. It's not compliment, it's my second country. I love India. I visited it 3 times. It will be, inshallah, not only, I hope if I can visited more and more in the future. First of all, I wanted to say namaste or namaste. And good afternoon for all respected colleagues. This is Eman Lam. I am a doctor in phytochemistry in Botany and Microbiology Department, Faculty of Science from Al-Azhar University from Cairo, Egypt. And my lecture will be about alphabets of scientific paper. I have my PhD in phytochemistry 10 years ago, and I have some research papers in the area of biotechnology, how to produce secondary metabolites from wild medicinal plants via biotechnology. I'm using pharmaceutical biotechnology. This lecture will highlight some basics idea related to how to simplify scientific writing. This lecture is directed mainly to students. You can use it to simplify scientific writing with your students also. It is not directed mainly only for educators. I think you have more and more. I am not educating educators. You will educate me, but you need to simplify everything for your students. So you can use my material as yours to simplify the issue for your students. Let's start. What is paper? Paper is, I think, share screen is very slow.
No, ma'am, it's visible.
Is it okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, it's visible, ma'am.
Okay, it's very slow in my mobile. So what is paper? Paper, scientific paper is not only paper like any other written paper, but it means the interaction between pencil and pen and used by sounds of minds to interact with each other to produce applicable work. This applicable work will supply a beneficial product for people. So it must be directed socially. So scientific research paper can't be only theoretical things which will not be applied to give some benefits to our community. So experiment ideas of papers are results of positive reaction between scientists and their surrounding environments. So we can't live in isolation from our environment. So, to summarize, paper is pencil pen reactions to produce applicable works. It must be give products. This product must be beneficial for people. So, if you will use your research for using something like black biotechnology, it's not a research work because the research work must have great impact for the humanity to benefit humanity for the appreciation and the beneficial support for humanity. So it needs efforts payment. It includes reactions with surrounding environments. So what is paper equation? Title plus abstract plus introduction plus methodology plus results plus discussion plus conclusion plus references. In the mind of scientists, it will give us the paper. A screen is visible, not fixed,
It's visible, ma'am. It's visible.
only first slide. So I think so. Visible, not fixed. So now
No,
I
ma'am.
am showing, for example, paper equation, title plus abstract and blah blah. Is it clear?
No, no, that
Ma'am,
slide is not visible, ma'am.
only first
First
slide is
one only.
visible. Yeah.
Okay,
Yes,
so
yes.
please allow
Please
me
turn down
to.
please.
I'll do.
Now,
Okay,
now it
I
has
will share
come.
it again. Don't worry.
It has gone.
Come. Okay, I'll window.
Screen has gone, ma'am.
Cancel. Okay, okay. I am coming. I stopped it to read share. Share. Mhm.
Doctor,
Is it clear?
yes, ma'am.
Ma'am. Now
Not the first one.
page.
Only first one is
I am
visible.
sharing. I think. Mm, I think maybe it's from your side because already it's clear in front of my eye
Dr.
that I
Imane
am
Alamem,
in
Dr.
slide
Imane
number
Alamem,
4.
I'm sharing. Dr. Imane Alamem, you can stop your presentation. I'm sharing from here.
Oh, you are sharing? Okay, okay, okay. So I need to stop sharing it from my side. Okay. Yes, I am in number 4, slide 4.
It's slide number 2, ma'am.
4, 4.
4. Okay.
Yes. So, as I said before, paper, scientific paper is not only paper as any normal paper, any normal written paper. It means pencil pen reactions and used by sounds of mind interact with each other to produce applicable work. This applicable work must be beneficial for people by giving them a product. Okay. So please next. Next, our short answer. So it's interaction between the people and the environment. Okay. Uh, it requires effort payment. Ideas of paper are results of positive reactions between scientists and their surrounding environment. So we must serve our environment and our society. Next, please, sir. So paper, pencil, pen reactions to produce applicable works to supply humanity by producing product which is requires efforts payment as a result of reactions between scientists and surrounding environment. Next, please, sir. And this is paper equation, title plus abstract plus introduction plus methodology plus results plus discussion plus conclusion plus references. In the mind of scientists, it will give us paper. Okay. Next, sir. Sir, please next. Yes. So let's discuss together. I'm so sorry, but there is some voices. Let's discuss together some parts of the paper. We will start together from the title. Title must express the work totally in brief words. Sorry, sir. Can you kindly unmute mute yourself? Sorry. So title must express the the work totally in brief words, total ideas and total results, and so on. It must be informative. It must identify the work in I think in a fast but highly descriptive manner. Next, sir.
बहुत चलाएं पहले तो हम लोग बहुत रूम में 2-4 गाँव बाद में आके फिर अपना वो चलने लगे हर घर जाके चले सर नहीं ठीक है ओके गुड नाइट स्लोली जाओ
Please, sir.
Sir, message him personally, sir.
Ma'am, some interpretable voices are coming.
Okay, can I complete, please? Excuse me.
Yes, ma'am, please.
So we are starting. We are starting from title. So the title must express the work totally in brief words, total ideas, and the total results, and so on. It must be informative and must identify the work in very fast but in depth. It must be valuable and informative and describe our work exactly. So, in educating this point to my student, I am saying we need to add some words to the title. If it will be extra, so your title is exactly the suitable title. Also, we need to delete some words if it will be there is something like missing parts. So it means that also you are using the suitable title. So next, sir, please. It must be targeted and to the point. Less but suitable words are better than many misleading words. It must be enough for the identification of the work, not more, not less. It must be, as I said before, targeted to the point. It is not weighted by as like as anything by kilo, by number of words, but it will be by value. So suitable words must be done instead of more words. Maybe some of them will be misleading. Next, sir. What about abstract? Abstract, we are calling it as the son of our paper. It's a condensed paper. So abstract must be attractive. Abstract must contain brief words but of great value. It must be targeted, to the point, and strongly formed. It must represent our data shortly. So it's not attractive by color. It's attractive. Its attraction will be done by uh, the best choice of words. So in the abstract, we are using some words. These words must be directed to the goal. Next, sir. All ideas and all methodologies and all results in many paper. No diagram, no figures, but only the maximum will be and blah blah, the minimum and so on. The abstract must conclude our work. It's a compact, complete mini paper. We are calling it, as I said before, the son of paper. It must be targeted and it's to the point. So from the letters of abstract, we can derive some equations and some rules will make something like scientific writing to our students will be easy. So using A of abstract, we can conclude some rules. Using C of abstract and so on. All rules are derived from letters of the abstract, for example. Let's transfer to the next part of our paper. Sir, please. After abstract, we have some keywords. Keywords to enter to your paper, to highlight your work in any search engine and any websites. So keywords will allow others to reach to your work. Okay, so we are using keywords which must be different, not identical to the title. Some authors see that we need to use the same words included in the title. No, we need to make it more and more and more available. So we need to use another keywords derived from the idea, but different from the title, because already title is included in your search. So we need to use other keywords. Okay. For example, if I need to search for flavonoids, I can include inside the title quercetin, but I can include in keywords, for example, total phenolics, total flavonoids, and so on. So including something inside something others than title. Next, sir, please. I think you missed one. Inside introduction. We need to return to introduction. Again. Up, sir. Up. I think you need to go up. Introduction. Yes. Thank you very much. So, what about introduction? Already we introduced the work by condensed abstract, which is written at the last. We are lastly writing our abstract, and also the title we have to, we are primarily determine our title firstly, but after results we are using a specific title. So to introduce to your work, we need to use introduction. Introduction, it means that the past, including what, and the present will be, the present is what, and the future will be what. So introduction describing previous works against what will be done, because already by studying previous works, it means that there is scientific gap. So, after studying carefully the scientific gap, we can do many important things in the future. So, to introduce to the work, we need to introduce our work to readers carefully. It must be introduction must be not too short, not too long, and not to be boring. And medium size is better than making it as large, including huge amount of words. So it must be targeted and must be to the point, as I said before inside the abstract. I am not repeating, but it's very important to focus on being targeting to the point, and also it's renewable, rephrase sentences related to other works. We need to avoid being copy and paste. So it's not good to do copy and paste for introduction. We need to use our ideas, but we need to read others, but putting the introduction in our frame, um, in our words. We need to organize our data in order to show its scientific value. Next step. Okay. Next, please. So, what about, so introduction tell us about the past against the future. The future. What is done before other scientists before us doing what? Okay. And so there is a gap in this point. For example, when you are testing some wild medicinal plants, so others investigated these plants as anti-cancer agent, for example. So you need to highlight it as anti-inflammatory, antioxidant agent, and so on. So there is a gap. Maybe this plant also is, however, it will be impossible. This plant is not investigated before. So you need to highlight it as including, for example, some phytochemical, important phytochemicals, and so on. So we need to tell inside our introduction what is in the past and what will be the future. Okay, so it must be informative. It will be observation of what is already done by other researchers to determine the main aim of your presented work. If there is no past, there is no future. Neglection of pioneers equals complete ignorance. So without past, no future. So we can't ignore other scientists before us. Next, please, sir. Okay. What about methodology? Now I know what I wanted to do. I have some objectives. I wanted to achieve these objectives. I wanted to do it via some steps. What is the steps? It's the methodology. Methodology equals materials, methods, ethics, efforts, estimation, establishment of your future as a scientist. So it's not only materials, it's not only methods. We need to highlight that it's ethics and efforts. We need to improve our students by informing them that methodology is not only materials, not only methods, not only something without any soul. It's ethics, it's efforts, it's estimation of your future. So you are drawing your future by being honest with yourself in choosing best methodologies. We need to think how to modify, not how to repeat. We are not copy and paste of others. We are ourselves. So if we will not appreciate ourselves, no one will appreciate us. So during the work, during everything, we are not thinking how to repeat others, how to be copy and paste of another's people, but we need to think how to modify, how to improve, how to add a value to the work. We need to trust ourselves during the work. We need to try and error to learn. Without error, no no corrections. Okay, so we need to try and error to learn. We need to tolerate all hard conditions and all low facilities. So low facilities inside the lab, it doesn't matter if your handling is is more than excellent. So it's not an issue of things, it's an issue of people. Next, sir, please. So we need to learn our students how to use simple things to achieve great target. Great target can be achieved by using very simple things, but using a creative mind. So we need to depend on online mind and not offline mind, because online mind already including the locality, but offline mind will include nothing. Direction of the work will be the leader in your thinking. For example, if you are testing some medicinal plants as anti-cancer agents and you discover some important phytochemicals, so you need to do another work, for example, to test some these plants against some other diseases, for example. So we need to have creative thinking, not official and not traditional thinking. We need to have creative thinking. We need to be international, not local. So we need to be international thinker. Next, sir, please. Okay. Again, we need to use our online mind. We need to be not offline minded. We need to know that introduction has a great contribution to science. We need to do the work, not to be traditional normal work. So we need to read the past carefully to highlight our future carefully also. Our work falls under our responsibility. So we need to be ourselves during the work. Years of methodology, especially inside the thesis, not only inside papers, it's years of our life. So it's spent for learning how to be great scientists in the future. Next, sir, please. Okay. Before transferring to results, if there is anything to be cleared before going to the next point. Slides are okay, my voice is okay, everything is
Yeah, ma'am,
Yes.
it's going nicely.
okay. Thank you.
But if
Thank you.
possible, ma'am, then kindly switch on your camera.
Okay, 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 okay. I'll open my camera. It's okay. Is it okay now?
Yeah,
Okay.
ma'am, it's okay. Now it's
Okay, I'm
visible.
so sorry. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay, let's refer to results. Results is a reaction between all other previous parts of the work and our future. Okay, so we need to respect all results. Negative result is a result. Negative result means please don't repeat these mistakes. Don't repeat. Don't move using this way. Change the road. Okay, change the way. Change the direction. So negative result is a result, not only positive results. We need to respect our own results. Don't try to copy and paste results of others, and don't try to stick to other results related to others, because you are yourself is great if you will appreciate your results. Okay, next, sir. So, establishment of new successive works will be led by the results of this running work. So, paper will give us another new paper in the same direction after adding some results. So, you can say to yourself, I need to survey another thing. So, paper will lead you to doing another to do another things. Maybe it will be new, but in the same direction. If there is a gap in this point. So again, we need to have our new results not similar, not identical to others. Okay, so it must be useful for other followers. So we need to think about other followers. As we are appreciating pioneers, we need also to appreciate followers. Next, sir. Okay, so results can be long, can be short, but it must be valuable, not weak. It must talk, we must talk about it in an attractive manner. Figures is better than tables. However, we can use tables, but I think it will be better if we will not use long tables. We need to divide different parameters. For example, to use uh, small tables instead of using long tables. Also, figures is better than words is better than tables. We need to support or correct our primary hypothesis. So it doesn't matter that your hypothesis is correct or not, but at least you need to correct it. We need to correct the direction. For example, I need to say after investigation, I used the 3 plants only to give me positive results. So it doesn't matter that already I supported the primary hypothesis, but I need to correct it if it is not correct. Next, please, sir. What about discussion? Discussion is the death or life of our data. It must be informative. It must be done simply. It's a comparative analysis of our results against the results of others, including me inside a previous work. It must be represented in creative manner, as I said before. So discussion is very important. We don't like to kill the value of our results by using weak discussion. So we need to do strongly formed discussion. Next, sir. It must be discussing useful, not useless data. It's swimming between our data and our results and the results of others. So we have different types of swimming. You can see in the photo fast and slow swimming, but it doesn't matter that you are fast or slow, but it is very important that you are in the right direction. Okay, so we need to highlight some points. I agreed with others in certain issues. I disagreed with others in certain issues, and so on. Next, sir. It must be informative and of great impact to the work, and it must, be done carefully. It is including a new way of comparing the results with others. This point will make the work very strong. So comparison is very important. We are doing comparative analysis between results of the running work and other previous work, including us in any other published paper. Next, sir. Regarding conclusion, it's the takeaway message. We need to say something very fast, but carrying a message. So conclusion will be done in very few words, but very important because it's a fast message, takeaway message, and so on. What about references? Next, sir. During the work, we have some references, including included in introduction, in methodology, and so on. So references. Thank you, my dear sister. Thank you. References. During the references, we are repeating all references included in the above text, but in details. Of references, including efforts of others. So it's very important to mention all data related to them exactly in a well-performed manner to refer to them because they are scientists and we must appreciate. Sir, please next slide. So what about references? Recent is better, but something we are in some things like all the methodologies, we are returning and referring to some famous references and related to pioneers. For example, in phytochemistry, we are using some references related to pioneers. So no one added anything related to this issue, so we need to return to pioneer, okay? Efforts of others related to references, so it's very important to mention their data exactly. We need to appreciate, as I said before, so it's very important to refer to the author and the title and the journal and the volume, the issue, the pages, and the year. For example, if it will be reference derived from published paper. Regarding book, we need to refer to the name of the book, the publisher, and so on. So don't forget the author, don't forget the title, don't forget the journal name, for example, volume, issue, and so on. We need to refer to all data exactly. Next, sir. During the chapter of references, we are doing recollection from all text parts inside the work. And we are doing reuse in a specialized chapter, which will be related only to references. We are doing it in a perfect manner. We need to refer, as I said before, to authors, titles, and the name of the work, including, for example, journal name or book name, and publisher in case of book, and volume or issue in case of journal derived paper. And in case of thesis, we need to refer to the type of thesis and the year and department, faculty, university, government, and country, and so on. We need to differentiate between master thesis or PhD thesis. Neglection or mention. Sure, we are not allowed to neglect others because, however, everything you are using words of others. So it's according to intellectual property rights, it's not tangible right, but it's not tangible right, but it's very important because you are using words of others. So we must appreciate because it's a moral rights. Next, sir. As I said before, we need to refer to it in a very complete and we need a very complete manner, and we need to refer to it using corrected data, and all details must be included exactly because you are referring to scientists. So we need to appreciate the efforts of other scientists before us because we are waiting for others followers to appreciate us. So if we will not appreciate the past, so the future will humiliate us. So we need to appreciate efforts by mentioning. Okay. Finally, thank you very much. I am very happy to be with you today. I'm very happy to deliver my lecture. I hope it will be beneficial to you. And thank you very much. I'm waiting to listen from your side. I know that you have more and more to be learned from my side. Thank you very much. And please educate me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Eman. It was really
Most
informative
welcome.
session, and we learned a lot from you. So, respected
Thank you.
educators, if you have any question, you can ask to Dr. Eman Alam.
Thank you.
Any question? Any queries?
No, sir.
Okay. So, thank you again, Dr. Imani Alam ma'am, for this informative session, for this great knowledge, and thank you all the respected educators who joined us. आज
Thank you
अगर
very
मैं
much.
कहूँ अगर मैं कहूँ कि हमारा
Thank you. Thank you.
अगर मैं कहूँ कि हमारा एक टॉक शो होता है जिसको पिछले कुछ वेबिनार्स में हम लोगों ने मिस किया, उस टॉक शो के अंदर हम लोग अपने रिस्पेक्टेड एडुकेटर्स जिनकी कुछ प्रोफेशनल प्रॉब्लम्स हैं, कुछ प्रोफेशनल इश्यूज हैं जो अपनी लाइफ में फेस कर रहे हैं, उनके ऊपर हम लोग डिस्कस करते हैं ताकि उनकी प्रॉब्लम्स को हम लोग सोल्व